Borma, Birpai, Tangari, Kumbeni.
To acknowledge the Birpai people who are the traditional custodians of the land that I live and work. I'd like to pay respects to elders, both past and present, of the Birpai Nation, and extend that respect to other Aboriginal people watching this today. I am an Aboriginal woman not living in country. I grew up in Western Sydney in the 1960s, not identifying as Aboriginal due to family displacement. My father grew up never acknowledging his Aboriginal heritage due to the archetypes and stereotypes that existed 60 to 70 years ago. The journey to reconnect with my Aboriginal family and to be recognised as an Aboriginal Australian has been a difficult journey, and Professor Dadson's speech about the meaning of country was difficult for me to view, as once you are removed from country and not acknowledged by your people, there is a large hole in your being, a sense of loss and grief and a feeling of not knowing where you fit. The content of the course has been extremely challenging for me, but I have gained a greater understanding of what led to the oppression of Aboriginal people and the different historical, political, institutional and social forces that have formed the policies and practices. I work in Aboriginal health and I am based in the local Aboriginal medical services, and my new gained insight will help me advocate and empower my people. The landscape of the Manning Valley and its surrounds have been timelessly imprinted with the presence of Indigenous people who remain the true custodians of this place, a relationship now shared. The Indigenous people once held unquestionable possession of this beautiful valley as the lord of the soil, which was sacred to them and carried deep spiritual meaning. With colonisation come drastic changes to the landscape and the destruction of many aspects of traditional culture. The land was used for the establishment of dairy farming and the Aboriginal people were used as labour on the farms. In 1901, policies of protectionism and segregation were accepted in state government, and Aboriginals from what was described as black camps in the Manning Valley were relocated onto government reserves at Purfleet. Today, Purfleet has a small housing community for Aboriginal people, the local Aboriginal medical service, aged care facilities and the preschool. Aboriginal culture is widely seen in the community, from the large timber carvings by local artists on the main street to tiled mosaic walls and wharfs. All government buildings fly the Aboriginal flag and all schools have areas celebrating Aboriginal culture.
The community celebrates NAIDOC Day, Saltwater Freshwater Festival, Surrey Day and the Saltwater Women's Reconciliation Camp. These community events provide an authentic Aboriginal experience to the greater community, as well as passing on traditional Aboriginal culture and knowledge to the region. Saltwater is a local known and respected traditional Aboriginal place of significance in the community. The presence of Birpai Aboriginal services is seen in the community, providing essential services to the local Aboriginal people. The local Aboriginal radio station is the most popular station and is enjoyed by the wider community. From the time of colonisation, there has been racial tension in the community and is well documented as early as 1901. There were very few relationships that were friendly, worthwhile or of mutual benefit in nature. Some of this history has been passed down from generation to generation. Today in the Manning Valley there is still an underlying discrimination against Aboriginal people, as well as lateral violence among the community. Andrew Saunders, a Birpai man, depicts this in his YouTube video titled "'Cause I'm Aboriginal".
Else they think I'm just gonna steal something off the shelf. I got some money just like everybody else. It's all cause I'm Aboriginal.
A lot of research into the history as an act of reconciliation is helping create valuable relationships with a positive and mutual benefit that is helping enhance the lives of people living in the Manning Valley.